Ahead on Daytime Buffalo, we've got the 716 staple Charlie the Butcher in for National Roast Beef Day to talk about how they are doing their legendary beef on whack. And the 76th annual Tony Awards went down in style. We've got our local style experts in for a roundtable discussion of all things fashion at the event. That's all coming up right here on Daytime Buffalo. Afternoon, hello, and welcome to Daytime Buffalo. I'm your host, Chelsea Lavelle. Well, our very first guest today needs no introduction. Please welcome Bonnie Resch to Daytime Buffalo. Thank you so much for coming in, Bonnie.
Oh, Chelsea, thank you for having us.
You are just a ball of energy. I'm so excited to talk to you.
We'll see.
Okay, so today's National Roast Beef Day, and I obviously am newer to Buffalo, but I've learned quickly how much Buffalo loves beef on whack. And that's part of your name. You guys are the icons of beef on whack. Tell me about how you got started.
Well, Charlie, my husband, is a third-generation butcher, and his father was in the Broadway market, and his grandfather started the business.
Okay, this is what we're seeing here.
Yes.
You brought in.
Yes, so Charlie's grandfather, then Charlie's father maintained the business, and then Charlie grew into being a restaurateur. So times were changing. This was the hustle bustle years. And then Charlie, I think we just saw a photo of him. I think it was in transition. He had a string tie on, and it was the 70s. He had just come back from college, and times were changing. Women were going to work. People weren't eating big meals as much. The microwave was there. And so he decided to take that top round out of the meat case and cook it and sell it in a little kiosk in the front of the Broadway market. And so we didn't invent beef on whack, but he sure was proud to cook that roast beef and carve it in front of people in front of the Broadway market. And so that's how it started. And then, obviously, then I came into his life and said, let's pack up those sandwiches and we'll take them to the suburbs. And so I guess I was the original lunch wagon. We called it lunch wagon, but I think when someone says, oh, you should have a food truck, I'm like, I think I was the original food
You were
truck.
like, that was me.
35 years ago. So that is how that started. And so then I said, someday, hopefully, these people will like this enough that they'll come to us. And so it's 30 years now. We're going to celebrate in the fall.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
That we have gone from 80 years of being a butcher to now 30 years of being a restaurant near the airport.
Incredible stuff. Now, when we asked people, where is the best beef on whack? They all said you.
Well, and you know what? I'm so glad you asked that, because you know what? There are hundreds of beef on whack in Western New York. We're all proud. We're all proud of it. Like Charlie says, we all make it a little different way, and hundreds of restaurants. As a matter of fact, there are 180 Bill's Backers bars in 11 countries, and you'd be surprised how many have a little beef on whack on their menu. So we applaud and are excited that everyone go have. We don't serve beer at our restaurant, so go to your favorite restaurant. So
You're supporting others as well.
Absolutely.
Now, you guys have a special deal going on right now. Why don't you tell me about that?
Okay. So a few years ago, a little restaurant in Massachusetts decided, and they sell a lot of roast beef sandwiches, decided to deem it National Roast Beef Day. And then they did nothing with it, or, nothing happened. I think COVID happened. And then I got looking and said, if anybody could make it, give it legs, be a campaign, be the ambassador for National Roast Beef Day, it would be Buffalo, New York, with all our ethnic roots. It would be our business, 100-some years old, and it would be the pinnacle, beef on whack, which is a signature sandwich of Buffalo.
Absolutely.
So what we're doing is anybody who stops in today between noon and 5, we want them to tell their story about their memory, if they have a recipe. It doesn't matter if it's from beef on whack, ours, anywhere else, a pot roast, a smell, brajol. My one Irish friend said, yeah, I have a story. It's about my mother burning the roast beef. So anyone who does that will share their story with me, and then they will get a free beef on weck
Okay.
for another time.
And this is at your location. Where is this location?
It's our flagship store, which is it's at 1065 Worley at Cayuga.
Okay.
It's literally 1 mile from the Buffalo Airport, and so we'll be there. Charlie's there now, prepping for
a good time. Listen, this show is happening. After the show, you have a little bit of time. Run out there, share your story, get us some free beef on weck, and just stop by. You guys are so nice.
Can I just add
Yeah.
one last thing? If you can't get there,
Okay.
or if you live out of town, know that you can get a beef on weck. Misnomer is that you cannot get a beef on weck out of town because you can't get a Kimmel weck roll.
Okay.
And the idea is you just need to buy a caraway and pretzel salt mixture, dab, or sprinkle, and that's your roll. So we're headed that way, so that'll be down the road. And
Okay, so people can buy these.
yes,
So they can make it at home, and you can send it to your family that lives out of town, so
That's-
everyone can have their beef on weck. There you
Exactly.
sprinkle. There you go. Thank you so much for coming in. Again, this is all happening today at Charlie the Butcher over on Worley Drive, and you can always learn more by heading over to their website at charliethebutcher.com. Thank you so much for coming in.
Chelsea, thank you.
Special day.
Welcome to Buffalo.
Thank you.